Well, thanks, Dave, and good afternoon. I think I know probably most, if not all of you, from my 2 years serving as ACT president. And I think you, like me, are involved in a lot of different organizations, FCA, Affirm, GuyTech. I think among all of those, ACT-IAC is the most impactful in terms of providing a continuity of engagement as opposed to isolated sets of interactions. And that's the most powerful aspect of ACT-IAC that I've seen. And you probably know I spent the last 6 months of 2016 located overseas, and I traveled to other nations, including Australia, New Zealand, UAE, the EU, UK, and every government I talked to looked to the US for help, for guidance, for leadership. And whether you think that's rational or not, that's the expectation that other governments come to the US with. I believe we owe it to ourselves and the world to do and be the best we can, whether that's delivering great digital services, whether that's being a better buyer of technology, or whether that's modernizing legacy systems. There's a long tradition of my colleagues who've been on both sides of the government industry partnership. Some of them are here today: Richard Spires, Jim Williams, Dan Chennock. The list goes on and on. I think they've shown a great length and depth and duration of commitment that ACT-IAC has inspired in them, and I look forward to the opportunity to follow in their footsteps. And I don't mean the size of their feet, I mean the length of strides they've been able to take the organization to move the organization forward. But we still need to continue to evolve like any organization, remain our relevance and currency as an organization. As ACT-IAC president a couple of years ago, I was involved in developing the first ACT-IAC strategic plan, which had some great fundamental principles, but it needs a little bit of updating, a little bit of refreshing to allow us to, frankly, finish some of the unfinished business that was included in that strategic plan. And I foresee 5 areas where we can still continue to evolve and grow and mature. First of which is broadening and deepening our sense of membership. So extending our membership beyond our traditional IT community to other technology vendors, whether medical devices, IoT vendors, smart devices, that type of thing, and also other levels of government, and broadening and deepening our membership in that regard, and also reaching across generations, building on the Nexus concept that we put in place. There are also opportunities to expand the geographic reach beyond the Beltway to other parts of the country and make the barriers to engagement lower. I also see an opportunity to continue to refresh our concepts of conferences and meetings. Clearly 2018 is going to be a transformational year, but that shouldn't be a stop. That should be a point on a long-term journey of evolution. We should also consider adding mission and functional portfolios beyond the traditional IT orientation to include other program managers and functional portfolios in terms of mission-oriented problems to help government with. And lastly, we should continue to evolve the community of interest concept, to continue to evolve that to be a mechanism for that continuity of engagement, that continuum concept we embraced in our strategic plan several years ago, and we need to continue to build on that. Thank you for your vote, and I look forward to serving as an EC member. Thanks.